What's going on, everyone? My name's Hayden, and if you don't know who I am, I sell on Amazon, have been for 3.5 years, should do 7 figures this year if everything goes to plan. We've got hundreds of thousands of sales in the UK and the USA. To be doing it 3.5 years, and I also talk on Amazon about Amazon on this YouTube channel. Got no courses to sell you. I'm just delivering my content in a way that I think is going to be most valuable to newbies, beginners, intermediates. Let's dive into it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my plan to actually become a millionaire by 30. That's asset and cash equivalent from the Amazon industry. And if you're watching, how you can too. So disclaimer, I'm not a millionaire yet, but hopefully by the age of 30, if the trajectory carries on the way it is, I believe I will be. And that's from the Amazon industry. So not just selling on Amazon, but the Amazon industry as a whole. And let me explain how I'm going to do that. This is without selling loads of courses, by the way, because I don't sell anything like that. This is literally, I'm going to tell you the unique ways in which I'm doing it. Okay, so let's dive into it without further ado. First of all, I want to explain the importance of sticking to one niche. Now, a lot of entrepreneurs, what they do, especially in the early days, and I was the same, is they get sidetracked by many different things. So let's say they start a coffee shop and it becomes really successful, and then they think, oh, this is going really well, and then they get really infused with the motivation and the passion that comes along with mediocre success that you start to get when you start out, which is great, it's exciting. And then they might start a YouTube channel, and then they might start selling on Amazon, and then they might start see an opportunity for an ice cream factory, and then they go start an ice cream factory. And the problem with that, although they could make money in every single one of them industries, they've started pulling the train of one industry and then started pulling another, and then they've let go of the other one. So what actually happens there is that the compounding of that industry, not just that business, but the industry, where there's loads of opportunities within an industry, by the way, not just one business, which took me a long while to realize, is that you stop the compounding of that industry. So how's that relevant for me? Let's bring that forward to my industry, the Amazon industry, the e-commerce industry. Okay, so I started 3.5 years ago selling on Amazon, and I hope this video can be some sort of inspiring for people. But I started selling on Amazon, and I found it really difficult to start with. I didn't really understand the models. I thought I was watching a lot of negative stuff on YouTube about people that didn't simply stick with it and were sort of pansies to start with and gave up as soon as it started getting hard, and telling other people to give up, blah blah blah. And I got myself into a bit of a negative rut, and I believed that the model that I was doing was as far as it was going to go, and I actually started focusing on other stuff and thinking that I wasn't actually going to stick with it. But then I got myself an amazing mentor, and she helped me realize the full potential of not just selling on Amazon, but the whole industry, and actually different models of selling also within the industry. So now let me fast forward to what I do now after 3.5 years. So I sell on Amazon in a completely different sort of way than what I did when I started. So I sell under my own brands in the UK, under my own brands in the USA. We just launched out there. I sell online arbitrage in the USA. And by the way, I think last month before last, something like that, did 70,000, did about 100,000 in December. The numbers are getting quite big now. We're on track for 1 million this year if it all goes to plan, by the way. Not only do I do that, but I speak on here. As I said, I don't sell any courses, although I could, and for the right people, they could make you money. I've got sponsors on here. I would do affiliate marketing on here, just giving value and talking about my experience selling on Amazon. And another thing is that I'm just about to start an advertising agency for sellers. Okay, an advertising agency, which means that we're actually going to help companies, brands, individuals rank their products on the Amazon system because of the, on the Amazon platform, and get in front of customers' eyes because of the knowledge that I've got of launching my own products. So how do I think this is going to make me a millionaire by 30? Now, I believe the compounding effect of anything that you stick to, any business that you stick to, can be huge if you simply just stick to it. Steve Jobs said that, in order to gain more focus, it's not about, specific products that you're doing. It's about actually taking focus away. It's about taking different distractions away from yourself rather than homing in with more focus. It's about not focusing on anything else but that one thing. But I actually believe that stretches to the industry. So some people can get really good compounding effects if they open a coffee shop, for example, and stick with that for a long time, and then they can get the repeat customers in there, the loyalty cards, etc., and build up a nice customer base. That can be good. But here's the better thing. What if you did what I'm doing now, which is not only get the compounding effect of one business, but get the compounding effect of a whole industry as a whole, and start tapping into them different areas like what I'm doing. So for example, I started by selling on Amazon, but the reason I think I'm going to be a millionaire by 30 is because of the looking back at the compounding effect of what's happened with the Amazon. Hey guys, just a really quick note here just to say that Awesome is sponsoring this podcast. It's not even a podcast, it's a YouTube channel. They're sponsoring this YouTube channel, and below there's 2 links. One of them gives you 2 months free accounting, and I've been using them for ages and ages and ages. Awesome service, pardon the pun. Or the other link down there is just £12, and they will set up a limited company for you and a business bank account. So yeah, I've been using Awesome for a long time, and I would recommend them. Anyway, let's get back to the video. And selling, for example, now our figures have drastically gone up. I'm not like the biggest seller ever, but our figures have drastically gone up. And we've switched models, but now I've seen the potential of every single model on the Amazon system, which we're eventually going to start getting into in a big way. I do different models. I sell in the UK. I do different marketplaces. I'm going to start reaching into loads of different marketplaces like Germany and Australia, etc. in the future as well. So that unveils a whole lot of new opportunity there. Not only the different marketplaces, but different models within the marketplaces. And so it's just unlimited opportunity here, guys. Not only that, but obviously the YouTube stuff that I do, the TikTok stuff that I do with over 10,000 followers there, I get affiliate marketing from that. The sponsors are going to get bigger, etc. And not only that, the advertising agency that I've just started has a potential to do multiple 8 figures and be a very, very big agency. And after that, who knows? You've got software, other services that you can offer to Amazon sellers, etc. And this is what happens when you stick to one industry and just start compounding it. Opportunities start to come up. You start to get noticed. You start to notice other people. You start to see other opportunities, not just in the model that I started with, which is actually the selling, but also with the potential of sponsors, the potential of different platforms to actually get my message across, different businesses related to Amazon, like the agency. And then I know that other opportunities are going to come up, like, as I say, who knows? Software, who knows? A prep center, who knows? Once you stick to one industry, you start seeing the gaps in the industry, and you start becoming an absolute expert in that industry, and then you can start to just keep pulling that one big truck, and then loads of opportunities fall off of it. That's what I believe. So that's how I believe that I'm going to become a millionaire by 30 from this Amazon industry, from the trajectory that we're on. Now, that could or could not happen, but I do believe that it is going to happen in coming years anyway, even if it wasn't 30, who knows, 32 or whatever. It's not my goal, but I just believe it will probably happen. So I think that was inspiring. I just think you should stick to one industry. I'm not telling you to, get into the Amazon industry, etc. But what industry are you in, and how could you start to monetize that in many different areas? I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe.